Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's recap of the premiere of Project Runway Season 7.
They're back in New York, the only fashion capital of the world. It's true. LA just wasn't the same as New York, I'm sorry.
No, so all the designers arrive and...
Bring on the gays and the Adrian Arpel bangs.
Yeah, there was a
definite
selection
theme.
Of,
yeah, I'm not saying everyone had that. Come on. Yeah.
In a good way. Okay, so, of course, they start off the season with a rooftop champagne toast.
You have to.
With Tim Gunn and Heidi.
And they inform them that the challenge will start tomorrow morning in Central Park when they meet Tim. So, yeah. The designers get to Central Park the next morning. Fabric everywhere. Thanks, Mood. So, Mood dumped off like 10,000 yards of fabric, and the designers had 3 minutes to run and get as much fabric as they could.
Yeah. And the challenge this week was to design something that shows who you are as a designer.
It's always a good start when you have that as the first challenge. And Tim Gunn challenged the designers to show that they could edit, and allowed them only to keep 5 of the fabrics that they had grabbed. I love a good fabric grab on the first thing. Unfortunately, there was no wipeout this time. No. There's usually a wipeout or a lost shoe or pretty nonchalant.
So instead of the usual boring sketching, I don't think it's that bad, but
well,
each designer gets a tablet notebook from HP
that
to
was
do their
so hot. I am in love with that tablet notebook. It was incredible. Lucky them. I wish I had one to sketch on.
I don't know. I wouldn't underestimate the power of good old-fashioned pen and paper.
I would. I much prefer drawing on a computer. All right, so everybody was working like crazy. I mean, they really jumped into it. There was no slackers this season.
No.
And the models arrive. Some people were quite surprised at how tall they were.
So, Tim decided to drop in and check on everyone.
Okay. Ping up first. She is a freaking human dress form. She likes to put the fabric draped on herself to get a feel for it, because she's not going to send anything down the runway that she wouldn't wear herself.
Mm-hmm.
Seth Aaron. Now, he likes zippers. Oh, God, deliver me from the 80s. He's total 80s.
Yeah, well, Janine had a really poor choice of fabric, and she had to start over completely.
2 hours before midnight, which would be 10 p.m. All right. Thank you. Anthony. Tim Gunn chastised him and said, why are you bringing out the supporting player garment when you should be bringing out the star of the show?
Mm-hmm.
I have to agree. I didn't really like his design.
Yeah. Jesus. He really underestimated the height of his model, so he wasn't liking the whole mini dress thing on her.
So he added a whole piece of fabric with a really awkward-looking seam that...
it's just right across.
It didn't really add to that slutty gown. All right, so Emilio. Oh my God, he was so overwhelmed. He didn't realize how quickly the challenge was going, and he just didn't know if he was going to be able to get everything done by the deadline. And Tim Gunn said no one has never not finished before, so step it up, make it work.
Let's talk about the runway show. The judges, Michael Kors, Nina Garcia, and guest judge, Nicole Ritchie.
Nicole Ritchie, I had no idea. Okay, so... some very interesting pieces, some brilliant pieces, some fugs, and some just enough to skate by.
Yeah.
So let's just talk about the top and bottom, because if we talk about all 16 designers, we'll be here all night. All right, Anthony. His fabric reminded me of a really cheesy 80s couch cover.
Or like the fabric that they use on buses.
Or the curtains in changing rooms.
Or bowling alley carpets.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So he had a little mini dress that had like this pocket set on the side, which could be used to hold wine bottles, I think, at a party.
I don't like when there's just random stuff slapped. It's always on the hips.
Yes.
That is not good, because women do not want big hips.
Women want smaller hips. Slim hips. Okay, Seth Aaron. He had that plaid mini dress with the plethora of zippers on it.
I thought it was cute. I really, really liked the back.
I love the back as well, but I wasn't feeling that whole 80s Scottish plaid thing going on.
I was liking it.
I don't know. Ping. Oh, Lord. Where do I begin with Miss Ping?
I was expecting the judges to be like, what the F? But they were all like, it's amazing.
Well, at first glance, it looked like a bag of fabric to me that somebody had climbed into and was trying to get out of. But now, the more that I think about it, the more I actually like it.
I still don't know what it is. What was it?
It was just fabric.
I mean, was it a dress?
It was separates. Okay.
Anyway.
Jesus. He had the crocodile gown. It looked like a really cheap car cover in, like, a stolen Toyota.
They really tore it apart.
Yeah.
They didn't like it
just
at all.
wasn't good. And it was poo-poo brown. All right, which I guess a crocodile maybe is poo-poo brown. Christiane, she had that half blue, half print Frankenstein of a dress.
Good intentions, but didn't really work out too well. Execution was bad.
Yeah, the skirt to me was like the whole wrong length. I mean, it probably should have been a little bit shorter and more appendages hanging off of it here and there. Emilio. Okay, he was the guy I was worried if he wasn't going to finish in time. He whipped out this amazing, simple, one-shoulder mini dress.
Deceptively simple.
Yes.
Because it was not.
There is beauty in simplicity, but that thing was amazing, and he had all kinds of layerings of fabrics, and I think he said there was 4 layers, and it was just beautiful. Really beautiful.
The results.
They're in. Ping, you're in.
Emilio was the winner.
Congratulations. I was hoping it was going to be him. Seth Aaron, you're in. Saving grace is the back of that dress.
Anthony was also safe, and he was like, oh my God, are you serious? And Heidi was like, don't make me change my mind to Auf Wiedersehen.
All right, so it came down to Christiane and Jesus. Now, Christiane.
It was a poor fabric choice, and the construction was not any better.
Who are you as designer? I don't know.
Yeah.
And Jesus, your taste level, honey. This is not...
It's in question.
It's not Stripper Town. And it was the wrong garment in the wrong fabric. Poo-poo crocodile.
So, Christiane was out.
Oh, well. I'm always surprised at the first one that gets thrown out. Because it's like, nobody's was actually horrible. So... I was pretty sure it was going to be Jesus, but whatever. Next time, Tim is going to be flabbergasted. That says it all. Yeah. I'm flabbergasted. Tim Gunn. When he calls your name, you're done. Do it.
My throat's really sore.
All right, till next week. Much love.